National Chairman of the NDC, Asiedu Nketiah, mentioned and said, when you have call from Ras Mubarak, or your former MP for Kumbungu constituency, or your Honorable Julius Debrah, Metro Chief of Staff. The boy, now obviously the boy how it was much on Rama and the now Ebano Abronye DC, or your Bono Regional Chairman of the NPP. Accra High Court, Remand Abronye. Na minimum will be say, Eba na sign. Matchmebo, na match train seminal into details. Masrawa, so we share video we no bet share amam your comment section ho. Follow Trends GH on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Bibia Trends GH. Now yambo run seminal. Eba no Abronye DC, Nesama Odibetu Bia about Adentan Circuit Court Jaja. Ebusha yenina no yenim Abronye allegations are odi tu bia ema yenina bakaya police for granted Abronye DC bail sadana. So fast forward Abronye DC na sam no ekopia mu ewo court eno na Abronye DC odru ho no prosecutor no odi to judge nim say omo ankasa na omo ma Abronye DC bail na so no ehu behia say omo police for no omo be keep Abronye DC eno na nam so a yenina bakaya Accra Circuit Court, Judge Otna Samnosuno, or remanded Abronye DC into police custody. Now, fast forward, a minority, any NPP for Ghana for Brenano, HM Debbie, that judgment from Accra Circuit Court Judge Wonebusian or Mobo Angel so Emma Abronye DC, a lawyers, Metro Honorable Kojo Opo in Chroma, any officer, former Attorney General Godfred Dame. Omuko piemu ewo Accra High Court emo mo file for application for bail eno na judge otna asem no chire mu say waje Abronye DC ne application for bail no atum because Deputy Attorney General Metre Dr. Justice Sumsai onu chire mu say enya dia opposite to that application for bail no eno na ebusua judge otna asem no so chire mu say sadia wa granted Abronye DC 100,000 Ghana cedis bail with 2 sureties to be justified. Now, no, Abronye DC on kai huni say every 2 weeks biano obe reported was CID or Makache. Any half no ahana yasam no Abronye DC on find the travel documents and the passports and comma the court registrar into where your bail conditions are. Accra High Court or Modema Abronye DC. Se ondi so nano de ebusuya onye ni bail. Eno na nche bi enumrem woni hu se Abronye DC ebusuya police for e release no. Eno ntine bebre na nim se oh Abronye DC e yade a we meet bail conditions no ni nyina. E ma ye nyina ye baka ya Abronye DC week we mu kra no wako court e wo na asam no ho. So ye nke bi hyemu ene due na ebusuya asen abeto bia se eye Accra High Court judge Otna Abronye DC Nasam no so eba no bail conditions won ensensam na Metro Justice Halima ono de ochem say wa order the remand of Bono Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party Metro Kwame Bafo popularly known as Abronye DC into police custody. Say judge Otna Abronye DC ni bail conditions won ensensam no wa order say police for NKP Abronye DC in their custody. Adanya Accra High Court judge na say bail conditions are Odema Abronye DC. Ba kone say Abronye DC offer a traveling document, the passport na there, and command the court registrar no. Enya dia Abronye DC. Where this so? Meaning say bail conditions are no judge no. Odema Abronye DC no. Abronye DC when this so. We put that bail conditions no eso. That's Abronye DC. The passport and the traveling document no on firm comma the court registrar everything no wa remand Abronye DC into police custody na time when Accra High Court judge no or the judgment we to bia no enya dia Abronye DC and the no okopie mu e Accra High Court wo everything say abrade police for omo hwehwe Abronye DC na no de omo ache no na omo akipi Abronye DC omo police for omo akache until say Abronye DC obe provide the traveling document and then the passport to the court registrar no meaning say enya dia wait me meet the bail conditions no. Now Yambonra Chairman General Asiedu Nketiah nakache Ebano Johnson Asiedu Nketiah ni thank you to odi ashisha so left right center just say last year September mu wona ebusia Chairman General Asiedu Nketiah or starting the thank you to ho essence no. Now this thank you to no ebusia erasing sensem bebre wo monchi wonka highway no so e bi chirema Chairman General Asiedu Nketiah or campaigniano no sene ebeya every time a NDC flag bearer ho sensem for 2028 amanfo betra so ato aba ama Johnson Asiedu Nketiah afi de enye no pe ye be hwan say eye chief of staff honorable Julius Debrah or the health work asisha so ube hwan say NDC akache wana no obi foforo asen atwiniti a ono so oye event bi na de ho a sane ekono na eye akoye say ebusia sane obi aye no nyoma no eye towards 2028 NDC flag bearer who ensensemuti na ekoso eno na ebusuan eye Johnson Asiedu Nketiah ndo ba abonti be kirem se debi enye se o campaigni na mbom no eba no NDC campaign team a omote ye na ye miensa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na owo campaign team eye Professor Jena na Opoko Ajman as a vice president no that time no na ono so won campaign team any of you ono Johnson Asiedu Nketiah national chairman of the NDC na ono so won campaign team ema ono Johnson Asiedu Nketiah 2 years ago no odi to omanim se omo ye nadom na omo to abama NDC ma NDC ba power 2025 ono Johnson Asiedu Nketiah obechi Ghana fa na nyina na ode ndase amomo na fi so no NDC party no baby ohwo amenteme ho ase ekoso ohwo no eba na the grassroots ono Johnson Asiedu Nketiah oba try say odiye ebetu ye enu nti bosha omo hwe so to abama NDC no sa bosha no na ono Johnson Asiedu Nketiah odi so no nti nya say oye campaign so eba no NDC omo flag bearer ho sensem towards 2028 elections party na nkasa no enyan CDP say obi a opeso o contest bia no ebusuan ontwiniti o monka highway no so na onfa campaign ensesa so na afide obuan se we ya twiniti we su eyesei obuan se we su eyesei no eno na NDC Council of Elders omode communicate ba abonten se obi bia no de all campaign sa an opeso be flag bearer na de bia no ebusuan health work o de ben yo ma obia enfa campaign ensesa so na Ras Mubarak a former MP for Kumbungu constituency. Adenti ameka say, oye chief of staff, honorable Julius Debrah ne boy no. And I said, ne supporter no, ebusia, say na samana ete. Woko Ras Mubarak ni Facebook page ne background no, one honorable Julius Debrah ebusia ede homu. Now, enye no pe, honorable Reverend Itim Fojo, or the Nsembi Tudja about the current chief of staff, honorable Julius Debrah, Emma Ras Mubarak will post all praising honorable Julius Debrah. Now, no 5 days ago, Ras Mubarak opposite honorable Julius Debrah netted picture be on a late former president John Ivan Swifi Atamils. Any of his current majority leader Mahama Ayarega Ekaya will post no 28 May Ras Mubarak or same posti chief of staff Julius Debrah the picture watch was say quote whom the gods will destroy they first make mad. Stay focused on the reset agenda. Bribia be fine. Hashtag inshallah. Enye no pe. Ena Ras Mubarak ebusuya wasan just like the Facebook page wa 25th May or sign posting honorable Julius Debrah na tare wa otro was so say a tested administrator of the reset agenda, a loyal bridge builder. Hashtag Julius Debrah. Now ebusuya me digi go deeper just say Ras Mubarak ono obi a otwema no pa the chief of staff honorable Julius Debrah na obi a so keka wo highway no say honorable Julius Debrah sane no makeka kono one sha ono na obelidi NDC come 2028 elections so eba no Johnson Asiedu Nketiah ni thank you to any communicator NDC Council of Elders omode aba abonten no Ras Mubarak ne typo asania otoma Johnson Asiedu Nketiah eni mpono ensama wode kotu dwa ewo Haruna Idrisu ne constituency no Ras Mubarak wa fire Asiedu Nketiah pampe yenkom
statement Council of Elders headed by in all humility me then can make us say it should have come way earlier. It was coming. You remember September of 2025 when the national chairman started his campaign. His thank you to. I said, sir, it was an unnecessary distraction. And the next.
But sir, I open here what in Jakwabe Chirimuse. Who's the campaign? Yes, Muchemu Miensa. the national chairman Ninidom, president Ninidom, vice president Ninidom. No, no, baby, Obekubia na okase oko across the length and breadth of the country. Baby, Obekubia no say, Samo Buame as chairman of the NDC, and my party never power. Meba bedamwase, and no one said that walk with you.
The attorney said, okay, you would remember 2007-8 campaign. You did to me in 2009 after the runoff.
Yes.
There were 4 campaign teams. One was led by flag bearer Professor John Evans Mills. May God rest his soul. The next one was led by running mate John Dramani Mahama. The other campaign team was led by Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rollins. May God rest his soul. And the 4th one was led by the national chairman Wayo, God rest his soul, together with the general secretary of the party. The year 2008 elections, a year runoff to me in 2009. President Mills, Echo Apro, he went round the country as leader of the party, thanking Ghanaians with the support of the national executive of the party. That is the tradition of the NDC. At any given time, you ever call elections, there's only one leader. And that leader is when we elect a flag bearer, the flag bearer becomes the leader of the party. When we are in government, he is the leader of the party and nobody else. President Mahama went round the country thanking Ghanaians for the generosity of their votes on behalf, Kwame, not on his own behalf, but on behalf of the party as well. Edda Ubia Ase. Now, interestingly, thank you to our President Mahama Ekoye. I mean, largely, on the national chairman, together with some national executives, and a call. Thank you to Ekoda Ghana Fasi. Thank you to answer the 9 months, Eko almost 1 year, among for that, so thank you to.
Thank you to the so yeah, man, branches no now when didn't come and apart from thank you to now we ginger up towards 2028. So second team, thank you, and yet thank you. I say thank you.
Kwame, we have one leader, and that is President John Dramani Mahama. Everybody should rally behind President John Dramani Mahama. I wouldn't want to go into details of the other thank you to. The other one, thank you to. I don't want to go into details of that because of the unity and integrity of the party. But there's everything that is wrong with that thank you to. National executives are here, and I can't thank you to. Have you seen the national organizer with the chairman doing the thank you to? Have you seen the general secretary? Have you seen the youth organizer? Have you seen the women's organizer? It's a thank you to that does not have the full support of the national executive. Let's call a spade a spade. It does not have the support of the national executive. Who does it?
We are sure.
And it is quite a
so regional executives constituency chairman in ba.
I asked you a question, Kwame. Have you seen the National Women's Organizer as part of that thank you to? The youth organizer? Have you seen the national organizer? As a matter of fact, the national organizer is more like the chief operations officer.
Yeah, over Joseph
Yamin. He's a and it doesn't tell you that there's everything that is wrong with that thank you.
Yeah, busy to
Kwame, we are quite
yes.
I am telling you, sir, there's a lot that is wrong with that thank you to, and it's an unnecessary distraction. Senior Mekano in September of 2025 said it is not necessary, no. And then look at the problems it is creating within the party. And then look at the problem, the controversy that is creating within the party. What do I say? Ghana Farmer Yutumia, we expect that everybody's attention and focus would be on how President Mahama succeeds. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. The party must work all right. But there are things the party can do that will get the party work going, and not this, veiled campaign that is described as a thank you call.
Like Honorable Harry Idris in the constituency, no. Once you want somebody who are bordering the minds of the constituents. One more parliamentary member of parliament over his removal. And I watch them say, "Oh, you free one, and the to me man party to me winning that boy." I'll say that guy. Chechena musa guy and that guy no cry Muntaka. We ni fi wono. E ma party ni mutimi we ni power. Was we ni power ni ye yemtia o. Was e power yi o ma fi wono. Na president Mahama Mpreso was meyi. I am the coach of the party. And we ye. We ye na we say to me about. To me ni ba ya no kwa endo say Kwan Dramani. Ye wo ministers. I never interior, education, BBI Boko.
Correct. Some my mother say, I will even, fuel it or talk about it because the one, as a matter of principle, I don't agree with the thank you to. And I made my position very clear. I think I'm going to in September of last year. Now I'm going to started the thank you to. I made a decision now. It is causing unnecessary distraction. In the National the Council of Elders, Etufua, Ubibia or your party ba, or the party no, person party no, 2029, that's what Ewa Bemu, 2032, that's what Bemu no. They shouldn't do anything that can be described as anti-party. And this thank you to, I can tell you without fear of, contradiction. As I told you in September of last year, is an unnecessary distraction to government business. And we must show His Excellency President Mahama all the respect he deserves as the leader of the party. In Sansema, National Chairman Kokan or Samali. Send the Sabe, in Sama Pinimu Ekoka. Sabe, okay, you want to go into it, and yet in Sama Pinimu Ekoka. The Ehunsus as well, we haven't seen the repercussions of those things yet. Now, at the appropriate time, we'll have this conversation.
Okay.
Because the implications are so enormous. One, you've indicted, you're very saying, the chief whip, you've indicted the minority leader then. Secondly, you've given an indication that you are a dictator. That is what it is. You have given an indication that and a party is not run like that. We will not go back to the black and white era. Nipa Bakutimi, so mutu egas on there. We take a decision and nobody can do anything about it. This party is built on the backs of the sweat and toil and tears of millions of Ghanaians. And then Nipa Bakutimi to me, sabi. And yet MPs for one and Marina to me. There were even people who were MPs before Mobile Marina to me. And His Excellency the President has gone around thanking Ghanaians for that opportunity to govern.
So you need peace was Bonu.
No, Bonnie, because once you win power, the focus should be governance. And when you govern well, it reflects on your party. Once you win power, you don't go and you don't go and resurrect ghosts and create unnecessary tension in the party. You don't do that.
Okay.
You don't go and disrespect the president publicly. Because it was a complete disrespect of President Mahama. So even President Mahama didn't agree, but I did what I had to do. That was a disrespect to President Mahama. And we want our national chairman said it would be a Ebununo to express and show that same decorum and respect to the sitting president.
Ras Mubarak, our former MP for Kumbungu constituency, so permanent and a Sakachumsios Wayne Odiama Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, our national chairman of the NDC. Feel free. Natural word your comment section. Next video we send a beya afofroso omunsa ebekebi. Macron.